Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Kingdom 2 Crowns. In the previous episode, we started stocking up on island number 5 here because winter is definitely coming. In this episode, and subsequent ones really, we want to obviously try and pacify the island, and we will do so via attacking. And in order to do that, we want to get as much defences up as possible. As you can see now, we are on the right-hand side of the map, and we want to upgrade these two towers on the right-hand side here as well. And for some reason, I'm not getting any attacks, which is interesting, but also, quite frankly, quite decent anyway. Let's go ahead and upgrade these towers, and as you can see, it's also missing a couple of coins, which was strange, but there you are. We're currently riding the unicorn, or the unicoin, and it's giving us some nice cash when it feeds there, which is quite good and useful too. And also, there's a lot of people just come this side. I'm going to stand next to them just to get this coin, and then obviously upgrade this one here. Yes, island number 5 is obviously the most difficult of the islands to deal with. We have all of the upgrades that we can possibly get. One of the things that we haven't yet built, and actually what we probably won't build realistically, is the horn tower. So we do have the, where if I can see, I can find the guy here. We're going around and see this guy here, the one with a, looks to be a cannon on the back. That's actually a horn, and if you put that on the walls, I actually said tower, but I meant walls. Put it on the walls, it'll go ahead and allow you to bring people from one side to the other, so you just sort of shout and use the horn and it brings them there. We're also going to, as you can see, upgrade, or rather spend money on the bakery here, because we do need to get some more people, and lots of money from the farmers there as well, which is pretty good too. We also managed to build the boat in one session in the later on in the last episode, so that's pretty good too. I'm just going to run to the left hand side just to see what sort of thing we have going here in terms of defenses and such, and I want to just double check how far things go and expand to the left hand side. I know we have some trees, and then I believe the portal is just here. Yep, there's the portal, and it is also swirling away. It doesn't mean that things are spawning there, but most likely what's happened is something's got too close and shot it by accident. So yeah, there you are. What I'll do is give this, I think I'll just get a barrel here. I don't know why it's missing coins. That's very strange. I think it's still actually putting the coins down. It's just yeah, for whatever reason not displaying it there, which is an interesting bug considering the game is very heavily focused on all the coins there. Looks like we do have a peasant here which is standing near the baker, so I will give them a coin. I'm going to put a couple more breads on there as well, and probably also going to stop here, let the unicorn feed, A, to get some coin, and B, get some stamina too. Going over to the, oh, there's another guy here, so we'll give them a coin, and I want to just start give loads of coin to this fella. I also want to probably start to upgrade these towers here, so I'm going to upgrade that tower. Obviously with this being inside, I don't really have any problem upgrading it, even though it's going to be dark. There's really no issues there at all. I wonder if there's another one that we can build. We can build another one on here, and I think I will do that, because obviously when we do our attacking, we need to make sure that the defenses are okay there as well. We also need the people to staff them, but we do have a fair number of spare archers anyway, so that's alright. I think I'll buy a couple more anyway. There we are, that's sorted. And also see we're getting some fishing as well. Bit more payment here for this one, that's fine. Go over to the left hand side and stand next to a lot of these farmers who will hopefully have a fairly decent amount of cash. I would assume they do, and that we assumed correctly. That is a lot of cash. Going to upgrade this thing here as well. This is another one of those, and good grief, that's loads of that's loads of coin there. Obviously preparing for the winter, and we will have a long season of dealing with that, so we'll have to be quite careful about the amount of money that we spend. I'm just going to stand here to see what the attack is like during the night, and it looks to be alright. There's loads of coin getting dropped there. I'm just going to spend some coin just to make sure it doesn't get wasted, and yeah, there's still some, good grief, that's loads of coin there. I'm just going to allow them to pick that back up. There we go, they're picking all that back up, because I want to basically empty this bag near the banker, because I think that would be quite useful. I don't think we can spend any more money on the boat. We can spend money on the boat, but that will only get it to go in the water, and we don't really need to do that, so no real issue there, just leaving it. There's another couple of people here just standing around, so that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. We'll also upgrade this wall here and probably rush back to the left-hand side to grab some of the coin that will inevitably be in the pockets of all of these farmers who have been giving us lots and lots of money, although as you can see it is now snowing, so this might be the last crop of coin that we get out of the ground for this season, but we shall see. Anyway, so just going to drop loads of coin near this guy here, obviously all going to go in the bank and then we'll get some profit off that as well. While we're on, we'll upgrade this side here. You can see someone's just ran to it, so they're going to have to now head the other way. Stand next to this archer. No, they don't have any coin. That's fine. So once again, just trying to, like I say, upgrade the sides here. So make sure that's all sorted. Standing next to here, give that an upgrade. Don't need them all at max level, but I do want them quite a high level just to make sure that we have some decent defenses there. At least the top end stone, so there's 3 people in it. Ideally, I would like to go even further into the iron sort of side of it as well, but we'll see. Last bit of grass there is on the ground. We might be able to get another couple of feeds off for them. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of coin too. Some more coin there. Obviously, all the front here fully upgraded now, which I'm happy to see. Both of these, so we could indeed send an attack, but obviously we have to then deal with the inevitable retaliation that will come with that. But that's why we've been upgrading all this stuff anyway. So, still 3, I believe, on the left and right to deal with, plus the main wall tower, which will be the last attack. We won't be attacking that until the end, and we've also got the dock portal as well. The dock portal, I'm not particularly bothered whether or not we destroy it or not. I'm probably going to destroy it just for the sake of completeness rather than necessity, but we'll see, you know, how things progress on there. So, this wall is getting upgraded to the max level, and it is now upgraded to max level, which is good. And you can also see that the farmers are just getting the last crop here, although I have a feeling that the crops will probably fail as the snow comes down and the temperature plummets. But that was inevitable. We did expect something like this to happen. You can also see that there's loads of coin like all the way on the ground there. That's just from the people who've been fishing, so that's fine. Don't want to come this side and stand next to the archers for that reason. Looked like we got 1 coin dropped out, but that's okay. I'm also looking for 1 bit of grass. Ah, there we go. It is now completely frozen up. So the ground there has frozen, so that means that we won't be able to grow any crops. Whether or not we'll be able to finish off this farming, well, it's sort of, we'll have to see, won't we? Sort of up for debate. What I'm going to do is go over to here, and we're going to get our griffin, because the griffin can, well, it's faster, it can feed when it's winter, I believe. Is that right? I think it can. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's really, really dark, isn't it? Yeah, you can just see it's fed there. So the unicorn's no longer giving us any coin anyway, so there's no real reason to stick with that. Looks like we've got some coin coming out here, but we're going to spend the coin back on this upgrade. I'm probably also going to do an attack. I'm going to probably get this one upgraded here, and that's weird, interesting. That's not. That coin isn't getting spent, which is strange. Anyway, we're going to run over to the right-hand side here, and we will send the first attack out and see what happens. So there's 1, and we don't have the option for another one. Why have we only got 1? We've only got 1 knight here, so I'm probably going to have to get some more. Let's go ahead and stand next to all these guys. You can see they're going to go that side. I want to probably give a couple of fire barrels for the inevitable retaliation, so there we are. Standing next to all of these archers just to see if they've got any coin, and yes, they do actually have a decent amount of coin there as well. Gonna run up to here and see if we can get another. Yeah, we need probably 1 and then 2. See if we can get loads of people on either side with the now attacks going and the archers where they are. We don't need any more free archers because there's nothing for them to hunt, because there's going to be no rabbits or anything like that. Looks like we've got another peasant there, and you notice that these crops are now unharvested, even though these are very close to being ready to be harvested. Sadly, that's not going to happen now. The season is such that the farmers will no longer do any farming, and that's why they are sitting around in the centre. There should be some berries on either side, so we will check that out. In fact, I'll check on the left-hand side, because we know that we've got a fairly decent amount of coin in the hands of the archers and such, but there you are. Expecting to hear a noise as the portal gets destroyed on the right-hand side too any moment, but we'll see how we get on there. Just gonna, there we go, there's that noise, and then we'll hear like a roaring noise as basically we get a retaliation wave. There's some coin from those, which I expected. We'll also stand here, see if there's any of those. Nope, that's not the case. But standing here once more, we should get another fairly decent amount of coin there. But that's the last we will probably get from that. And there's the retaliation wave, but I expect that to be, I believe it's the side that we attack, so I'm going to stand here and the dog will bark. Dog's barking on the left-hand side, actually, so that means the attack's coming from the left. In fact, it is definitely coming from the left. We can see here's all of the stuff coming there, and we do also have some of the floaters, so I'm going to stand back a little bit. You can see they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strong. Those, or 6 strong, those flyers, maybe even some more. I'm just not getting too close to the edge. Oh god, there's loads of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's loads of these ones. And also, we do have the, sadly, we do have the spawner there, and the wall has collapsed. We have lost the wall, and they are still coming. This is quite bad. Okay, I'm going to keep running as fast as possible, because basically we need to get behind some defenses, and the next line of defense is this thing, which is all kinds of bad. Okay, that's something I did not expect. This could go horribly, horribly wrong, and already has gone quite wrong. Let me go ahead and get that, and that one upgraded. Naturally, we don't have any archers. We have this archer tower here, but we don't have any. We don't have any archers on the left-hand side defending, which is a problem. We're also losing some builders there. I'm not too worried about these floaters, or whatever they're called, these flyers, but what I am worried about is the spawner, which will inevitably be kicking the door in as we speak. Yep, and you can see that there is at least a couple of them there, and the problem that we have is that, yes, there is no catapult, which means they're going to basically come all the way through. 1, 2, 3, is there 4, 5 there? There might be 4 or 5 there, and that is all kinds of bad. This is going to be a fairly tough one. I don't know if we're actually going to survive this, looking at it, because they're going to just come, they're coming towards the crown. That is their objective, after all. I mean, they have to go through this defensive line here, which is pretty good, but the problem with that is they're going to have to smash, and they will smash, through the entire kingdom first, and looks like they've got a couple coming through here, so they've picked something up, and they're already running back this way. Obviously, they're going to be killed, and anything that comes here, the smaller ones will be killed. That's not the problem, though. It's the spawners, the really big ones, that have almost certainly kicked down the main walls here. I'm going to... Yeah, there you go. You can see they're picking up... Oh, they've got the baker. They've got all sorts. They've got the baker. They've got the different hermits and such. Luckily, they won't make it past here, so we will keep all of these guys, but... The problem that is at what cost? Because those have been destroyed. Oh, those have been captured, sorry. But where is the spawners? Where are the spawners? Have they stopped the attack? I think the attack might have stopped. Right, that's fine. So we have successfully managed to avert the worst part of it. I will have to obviously spend money now, and a fairly decent amount of money in upgrading and rebuilding these walls. No bread, but that's the least of our issues. So we've still got our mount. Oh, you can see that wall is pretty much half destroyed. Okay, we'll get some more archers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they'll have to repair that. But we should have enough people to sort that out. So at least the attack was, from their point of view, only semi-successful. It didn't get all the way through, but we still do have a lot of people that don't have jobs and need some coin there, which obviously we have the coin to hand out, but obviously all of this here as well is all gone, and yeah, we do need to build up forward. What we'll probably do is get them to... Oh, they've just done that tower, which is really, that's going to come in very handy indeed. Ironically, it's there's no snow anywhere now as well, but we don't have anywhere for them to harvest it. Just pick up all this coin. What we'll probably do is forgo the attack for a couple of days, the next attack, I mean. And what we'll have to do is probably move to the left-hand side. We'll do that assault on the left-hand side and build up the wall again, because that'll obviously shore that back up. I also don't know what state the tower was in. We do have another tower on the left-hand side, fully upgraded as well. This is going to be a catapult, which we will quickly build, because it will be definitely of some use there. You can see they're repairing the walls. They've not only got repairing to do, but also some buffs as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hermits. So we've got all the hermits. So we haven't actually lost anything that can't be replaced, which is good. Apart from obviously the cash and such, which we're gonna have to spend to rebuild. Well, that was the first attack. At least we know one portal's down, and that was really, really bad. What I should have done is put fire barrels down. I think more fire barrels would have certainly been of some benefit, but I expect it to come from the right-hand side. So I don't know whether it's random or whether it's... I thought it was the side you attack, but it might just be proximity. Like the closest portal will spawn the retaliation wave, but there you are. Anyway, it's coming up to... right in the night, and looks like we're not getting anything rushing on the left hand side, so we can go ahead and see if we can upgrade this tower, or rebuild the tower, should I say. A couple of coins lying here, and loads of tools and such, as you can see. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bows and 3 hammers and a sickle or 2. Because what's probably happened is those guys have been taken, grabbed, or whatever, and this tower is just is basically taking them out. That's probably what has happened, but I don't know for sure, obviously. Our main problem with this map is the lack of people, and that's why we have got this thing. So, just gonna keep on making sure there's bread here. Keep people coming in. These towers I am going to upgrade, like so. I'm going to stand next to this guy, and we're going to get paid. And the coin did start to go down back here. I don't know if you saw that, so that could be a problem. I'm going to get that upgraded and that upgraded. I'm just keeping an eye on the top right to see that the coin is going down. So that's fine. Right, before that knight goes to the far left-hand side, I want to get him another... There's some fishing as well. I want to get him to... get the squire to a knight, sorry. At least because water hasn't frozen over, we can still fish here, which is good. So that's giving us a nice bit of cash. Obviously no farming, and currently I don't think there's any... Oh, there are a couple of farmers left, which is good. We're going to get a couple more builders, I think. There we are. Looks like this wall on the left-hand side has now been upgraded, which is fine. And, oh, it looks like there's a nice fishing spot there. Maybe a shoal or 2. Maybe shoal or 6, by the look of it. He's constantly fishing in the same area, so that's pretty good. We can see we are pushing the catapult now to the new front lines. There's another person who we will hire, and they're going to run straight to the left hand side because they've got all of these tools remaining anyway, so that is good. So we've still got this portal here. We can see it's just there, just on the left hand side. So once everything's moved back up, we will probably make this attack, but we need to put fire barrels on both sides, so that's a thing. And we'll probably, I think, instead upgrade the towers. I think maybe doing that attack then was a bit premature. So, yeah, we'll have to make sure that we have enough people for this attack. I'm just going to stand next to this guy. And you see the coin at the back is not going down. It did go down a little bit earlier. But so far, it's not... So far, it's still quite good. So that's what we want to see. Lots of archers coming past here. Obviously, lots of coin. Speaking of coin, we're going to drop a coin for that guy. We're going to get another one of these. And we want to upgrade... Well, both these towers are upgraded to their max level, which is excellent. I'm going to get another one of those. Just double check there's no one behind the wall. Sometimes they stand behind the wall. Get this tower fully upgraded as well. We should just have enough coin. Yeah, was just enough coin. These guys pushing the catapult up, which is good. And there's all these tools here as well. Which sadly they'll never be picked up unless we hire people around this area. Because people at the centre won't... because they're not in proximity to it, they don't go there and pick it up, sadly. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We can still hire people if they're running past there and they'll grab it, but other than that it'll just sit on the ground. I guess the one advantage, if there is a positive to take away, is that what'll probably happen is the people that when they go for another attack, they'll have to, well, if they get weapons knocked out of their hand, they'll pick up other things around there. So, you know, there's some positives to come out of it. So just gonna run to the right hand side here. See if there's anyone in this village. No, there's not. I want to see where this portal is, or was, should we say. There it is. Quite a ways out. There's the Horn Hermit's camp. We could delete all of these trees and move up. It is possible. And probable, actually. We'll probably have a couple of attacks before we move up. But obviously the retaliation waves are getting quite tough now. There's been another hermit here. Another person we can recruit. That's good. Just going to stand and have a bite to eat. There we go, lovely. Just see if there's any coin on these guys. Yeah. So I'm sure there's a squire in there. So I'm not too sure why they're not picking up these things here. Yes, we got that done, but they're not going to pick it up, which is interesting. I don't know why that is. We'll see. Looks like you give me some more coin. You can see it won't give you coin if your bag is full, and also they won't give you any more coin that you can store. So that's some advantage there anyway. Let's hire that guy. That's waiting for 4 people. With the upgraded towers now taking 4 people, and also both sides now having these squires and such. Oh, there we go. If we just hire this guy, he'll pick up one of these bows, and immediately, oh, it's actually a free archer. Probably will get called to jump in a tower soon, but there you are. I think more archers are probably the way forward. I wanted to send another attack, but a bit hesitant now after the events of the last one, especially when this tower is completely empty. So, just have to bear that in mind, really. Let's get another bite to eat. There we are. Anyone around here? There's no one around here. There's still the odd boar remaining as well. Well, that's curious, because we've now got 3 sets of knight swords and armour. And we have at least a couple of people around here that they can use that and not picking it up. And that, and the accompanying lack of or the coin bug says to me that something's not quite right. So I don't know what the solution would be. It'll be a restart naturally, but not now. So you can see this is upgrading to the next tier there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fire barrels here. I'm going to run to the left-hand side. Get some coin on the way past. Thank you very much. Nice coin for the spending of. Probably run into a hermit on the way past. Feels like about time that they should be running. But we're going to send the attack on the left. But, oh, there's the hermit. And they're actually coming to the left-hand side, which is better because they're going to pick up all this stuff up. There's another hermit. And you'll become a builder, I think. So there's one attack. And there's the second. All at the same location. Literally just outside the door here. You can see it on the left-hand side. There it is. And what we will do is make sure we have at least 5 fire barrels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and why not? We'll go for the 6th. So that's 6 fire barrels. The dog's barking because there is something spawning on the left-hand side. I'm going to run to the centre because then when we get the retaliation wave, wait for the dog to bark one way or the other, and then we're already halfway there, essentially, rather than being in one corner. I think that's a sensible decision. Maybe the more sensible decision was to not send the attack, but there you are. And I'm acutely aware I'm going through a lot of coin here, but it hasn't even budged back there as well, so I'm actually sort of okay with that. But the problem is as soon as it starts going down, then we know we're in... Oh! We're in deep trouble. The attack's failed. See that? The attack has failed. Wow, okay. There was 2 torn banners there. So, what on earth has gone on? Portal's nowhere near destroyed. I have no idea what's occurred there. Could it be because they have done that because they're doing that charge thing that they didn't get it? That's a possibility. Another possibility is that, and nobody's going to this tower. Okay, something is definitely up. Something is definitely playing up here. Hire those guys. And here comes those. And hang on, are you going to take coin as well? See, well, I can give them some coin, but they're not going back over. Normally they would go back over to get them that knight armor. And they're not. Curious. So sadly, all those fire barrels that we spent money on, I mean, they're not going to... I was going to say they're going to go to waste. They're not going to go to waste at all. They're going to be used to kill the greed, but they are totally unnecessary. We do not need them. That means you have to buy them back again. Okay. Fair enough. So it's curious that we're not getting any... Not getting any people pick up the knight armor. On day 26. I'm tempted to send an attack and watch it. There's only one going here because we only have one of them. But I think it'll be that charge thing that I mentioned. I haven't given him some coin. So that should be good. And obviously we've still got the archers with the really good accuracy. And that portal is almost destroyed anyway. So I would like to think this is a fairly safe bet. But then again, nothing really is. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. And there's a peasant crouching down under the fire. Yeah, they're not doing like a charge forward or anything, so I don't really know. Oops. And there's that guy. Hi, that guy. And we'll get some more fire barrels this side. We've already got a stack of them. But I need to hire some more. One. Hire barrels? I don't think you really want to hire them. You certainly wouldn't rent a fire barrel, would you? Renting a fire barrel. I'll just stand here. Which way the dog's going to bark. So it can be left-hand side again? It might be left-hand side again. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you want to be in the rental business for fire barrels, because, quite frankly, you don't really get a return. Right. Stand next to this guy. Get paid. There's us getting massively paid. All paid. And we're going to make sure that we have enough fire barrels on this side to fend off against whatever it may be. But the dog is looking to the left. But now he's looking to the right, so I really don't know which way it's going to be. We've already got a stack of fire barrels there, as you can clearly see. So I will... And he's picked up a thing that was there as well, by the sound of it. So I'm going to stand here. Come on, dog. Which way they're going to bark? They bark in the direction of the attack, but... it's not happening. Okay. Well, there's not much I can do at this stage anyway. I just need to get more fire barrels on the left-hand side. There's a... What are they doing? There was a farmer running to the... from the left to the right. Oh, they'll have picked a side up round here. Oh, dog's barking. Okay, left-hand side. Okay. And there's the attack. More fire barrels are needed. Doesn't look like they have any fire barrels here. They must have used them all. And there's the... oh, there we go. The flinging rocks. We got some of these spawners flinging rocks, but fire barrels are coming out. And they're also dying quite quick as well, which I'm very happy to see. Looks like the wall is not really being massively affected. And there's the fire. That's what we want to see. That's the one that does the most damage to them. I think they take increased damage there. So that, with the accompanying archer fire. I think we're going to lose that wall still, though. I think that wall's going to drop. There's that wall gone. That's a shame. That's a really big shame. So we're going to lose all those guys again. Right, okay. Well, not in a fire barrel, I guess. But we still have managed to take that out. And we did a lot more damage than we did in the previous one. So I'm not too bothered about that. But it does show the inadequacies in our defence. So we'll have to deal with that. I see a lot of people still running back. Back to the wall here. A lot of guys without jobs as well. So I will make sure we get more archers. There's that. A couple of builders. And next day, bells rang. The bell rang, which means they've turned around. And sadly, not enough coin for these guys, but if I can hire you, they'll pick all that up. Same here as well. There we go. So that's both the portal on the left and on the right destroyed. So that's good. Could have gone a lot worse, that attack. Or retaliation attack, should I say. But I'm very aware that... yeah. See that? The money went down here. Which means we're running out of cash. And there's not much I can do about that. I'm wondering whether or not we have the time to get this wall rebuilt. I have a feeling that we might, simply because of this thing here. is very good at taking out the greed before they even get near the wall. So I'm hoping. And we've also got all of this stuff on the ground. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 boars and 1 mallet. So they'll pick that up as well. And there's the builders coming in. Just hope that we've got enough time. You can see on the left, we now have that portal destroyed. Good. That's what we wanted to see. What we expected to see. So still a couple on both sides. Check the map out. See, it says 5 portals remaining. So 2 on the left, 2 on the right, followed by the dock. I think that's right. Obviously, we want to pacify one side if we can, but that'll depend on the distance. And also, if they start to pick up the night equipment, we'll have to see. Looks like we're going to get the wall built, but we'll have no defences here, which is the worst part. I say get the wall built. They are taking their sweet time over this last bit. Come on. Unless we don't get one because of the retaliation. No, we're definitely getting one. And there's the wall. You can see, though, the attack is not getting very far. It's making its way close to the wall, but... yeah. And that's weird. You see them? They fired there, but they didn't actually hit. And they're supposed to be 100% accurate. Anyway, I think we will leave it there for this episode. Next episode, what we're going to do is go ahead and take a little trip to the left-hand side and check out to see how close that wall... oh, there we go. We actually got a guy there that's got the full suit of armour on, so at least it has picked a bit of it up, which is good. But yeah, I think we will take a little trip to the left-hand side and see just how far away, or not as the case may be, the... get off that coin. In fact, you can get me paid while you're here. We'll see how close the next portal is. And, if possible, make the attack. But curious that we're still getting this weird bug. And also we run out of cash. So, we do have limited resources. And I haven't actually seen any place for the berries or anything. Maybe I'm going to have to remove a couple of the trees on the left. We'll sort that out as well. Either way, we will call it there for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it, and it's been a relaxing one. It's been certainly eventful one. A couple of attacks, a couple of retaliations, and almost another end of the monarch. But there you are. Either way, hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Comments in the comments. Take care, and generic partings.